the official opening ceremony of the Regional Dialogue on Weapons and Ammunition Management in the Context of Prevention of Violent Conflicts under the theme Strengthening Weapons and Ammunition Management as a Preventive Strategy Against Violent Conflicts and Violent Extremism in the Gulf of Guinea and beyond. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, to formally welcome us to this morning's section, it is my greatest honor to welcome the Commandant of the Kofi Annan International Peacekeeping Training Center to officially deliver his welcome remarks.
It is with great honor that I welcome you to the Kofi Annan International Peacekeeping Training Center and to this vital regional dialogue on weapons and ammunition management, WAM, under the theme Strengthening Weapons and Ammunition Management as a Preventive Strategy Against Violent Conflicts and Extremism in the Gulf of Guinea and beyond, addressing small arms and light weapons and ammunition through distinct framework has created gaps in policy coordination and implementation. A more integrated approach that simultaneously targets both weapons and the ammunition is essential to strengthen arms control, enhance regional security cooperation, and support sustainable peace building. As Commandant, I reaffirm KAIPTC's readiness to provide comprehensive technical assistance, targeted capacity building, and rigorous research support to enhance weapons and ammunition management (WAM) practices in West and Central Africa. Within a similar framework, the Centers conducted a survey on the small arms and light weapons in Ghana in late 2024 and just concluded an inspection of standards in the armories of the armed bearing agencies in Ghana, excluding that of the military. The KAIPTC is a technical brand in the peace and security sector, and together we can do more to transform our region. In a similar vein, the Center has hosted several international dialogues, including one of the regional meetings towards the adoption of the United Nations Capstone Doctrine on children associated with armed conflict, and recently the review of the ECOWAS Declaration on Democracy and Good Governance. This sponsorship reflects a shared vision of promoting sustainable peace and stability through preventive measures that address the root causes of violent extremism. Thank you very much.
As we gather here today at the very beginning of the year 2006, my reflection on the security landscape of our sub-region leaves me with many unanswered questions, one of which centers around the very subject of the proliferation of weapons of all kinds. I'm therefore grateful to the UNDP and the KAIPTC for organizing this high-level regional dialogue on weapons and ammunition management. The primary objective of the conference was to develop and implement a regional action plan that leverages the influence of Islamic organizations to address terrorism and violent extremism through non-kinetic, faith-based strategies. Let us translate these shared commitments into concrete steps for developing actionable plans that improve weapons and ammunition management for conflict prevention. Welcome to this all-encompassing dialogue, as I wish all of us fruitful deliberations. Thank you.
For UNDP, it's an absolute privilege to be in this August gathering and to be in this elite center of excellence, naturally named after one of Ghana's proudest sons, Dr. Kofi Annan, and my former boss. So very proud to be here, debating a somewhat challenging topic, but also looking at finding intelligent solutions as to how we get out of this conundrum that we are in. And second, this session was completely dominated not by UNDP's usual bread and butter development issues. It was dominated by talk on security. The UN Plan of Action on small arms and light weapons is not fully adequate, not fully fit for purpose, but it's there, and it's a very strong instrument. The IATF, and of course the UN General Assembly's GAF framework, we have that. We have the ECOWAS framework that Dr. Chambas referred to. We have other frameworks and conventions like the Kinshasa Convention. So we are almost well kitted out in the guiding frameworks and toolkits that we need. What we need to do is translate these into action. I wish you a very pleasant next 2 days, and I welcome you all to the regional dialogue. Thank you very much.
It is an honor to address this regional dialogue on weapons and ammunition management, convened at a critical juncture for the Gulf of Guinea and the wider West and Central Africa region. The theme, strengthening weapons and ammunition management as a preventive strategy against violent conflicts and extremism, captures the essence of the intricate security challenges we face today. Additionally, the United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime has indicated that there are sufficient small arms to meet demand on the continent, and that the continent does not look elsewhere for its small arms supply. These developments highlight the need for an effective framework to account for arms, both civilian hands and those held by state security agencies. Operational level coordination of efforts within and across national jurisdictions, the ongoing spread of small arms and their ammunition is a complex issue that demands an integrated, comprehensive, but also political response. Government also recognizes that arms control is an integral part of conflict management. Ghana launched a gun amnesty program across the country in November 2025, which has just ended. I want to thank you for your attention. May God bless us all. Thank you very much.